particularly if you're of a certain generation, it has a special feel to it. It brings back some special memories. Is it the same for you as it is for a lot of people when we talk about this competition and what it means to you?
Yeah, because you know, it is a big deal in this country because you know, you're growing up as a kid. It was on all day, wasn't it? You know, the two teams in the hotels. You know, Cam was there following, you know, breakfast and then onto the bus and then the trip through with all the fans to Wembley. So it's always been special. As I said, especially in this country and for the generation going up.
With it being so much part of the fabric, and with it starting in the end of July or August or whenever it is with the extra preliminary round, it's just part of day-to-day life, isn't it? How important is it that we don't take it for granted? And top clubs, are they starting to take it more seriously, do you think?
I think more so. I think they do the further they go. I think it has come off. They took the shine off it for me. Because as I said, it meant everything. It was a special day for everyone, wasn't it? You know, especially if your team was there. You know, and said with the 80s, with Everton getting there and stuff like that, and watching them and the cup finals, I've watched them. So special day. You know, the bigger teams, if you like, the bigger clubs have got bigger things to play for now. If you like Champions League and Premier League, and you know, I know they've got bigger squads to sort of fill all them fixtures and all them games, but you know, and then there's a pecking order for what they think their priorities within their club, and that's obviously their prerogative, isn't it? So for me, it's always been a special cup, special fixture, and a day in the calendar that you look out for.
What would you say your best FA Cup memory is?
Well, obviously last year won it. So you know, I can go on about last season. You know, getting through. You only dream about getting the bigger clubs. And as I spoke about it last year for Jed Brand and getting Liverpool at Mansfield was just, it meant everything, didn't it? I wanted obviously Everton at Goodison Park, the last hurrah, if you like, but I didn't get that. We got them pre-season, which was great, so we played with Everton here. But you know, for the whole club, for the fans, you know, the day out that we did have there, you know, we went there sort of with a plan, if you like, in the best team in the country at the time, wasn't it? You know, they went on to prove that and win the Premier League, but to get them in the draw was surreal. You know, you're seeing all the clips on YouTube and everywhere else, and TikTok, whatever it is. And for us, it was really, really special. And as I said, and we come out, you know, in a good light, because everyone gave us pats on the back of how well we done, and not just on the day. You know, it was going on for a good few weeks. I mean, I think Jamie Carragher mentioned about Tottenham going there and how well that we were more of a threat than what Tottenham were on the day when they played in the Premiership. But as I said, it was a special day for us, for the club, me being a Scouser. And I couldn't speak highly enough of Liverpool and Arne Slot, and to pit you know, your wits against him, and was something that obviously no one can take away from you, and it was surreal, and we want more of that. You know, the other memories I've got in terms of as a coach and an assistant, if you like, was getting to Wembley with Wigan Athletic, and you know, the season before I was part of Roberto Martinez's staff, and he actually won the cup. I was doing the under 18s and 21s at the time, but that was a special day. And then the season after, when I stepped up to be assistant coach with Graham Barrow and under Uwe Rosler, you know, we got to the semi-final against Arsenal at Wembley. We pushed them all the way and got beat on penalties. So I've got some really, really good memories, but you know, that one last season topped them all.
To be in a position where you can put yourself in with a chance of doing something like that again, does that add a sense of anticipation and excitement to this second round tie?
It does. It does. The cup, doesn't it? So you want to get through to this stage, this round, whatever you want to say, this game, and you want to try and get through, because you know what potentially could happen, like i.e. last season. So that's what we want. The lads know that. You know, everyone's in good spirits. They've been training well, they've been doing well, got some decent results recently. So we've just got to keep that momentum that we've got and keep going forward into tomorrow. How
much can cup competitions, I know we spoke a couple of weeks ago about this time of year being your best run last season, it's been your best run this season. How much can cup success, winning cup ties, generate that momentum and give you confidence that you can take into the league? Because, you know, 5 league games unbeaten, 7 games in all competitions, could be 8 this weekend.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it, isn't it? It does. Sort of looks like it's proved that way, but I think the work that we have been doing on the training grounds and in and around the place, off the field, in terms of, you know, lads taking ownership of their own development and sitting down and going through clips in the team as well, puts us in good stead. It's shown that in everyone's chomping at the bit. Everyone wants to play, not just the lads that are in the team that are playing. It's the ones that are on the bench want to get onto the pitch, and the ones that have been left out the squad want to actually get onto the bench or in the team. So you can see it day to day, and it just breeds confidence. And obviously we've got this momentum. How
much of a challenge will it be to play a team from the division above in Mansfield, albeit a team who I think have winless in their last 4 games?
Yeah, it's still a challenge, Dan. So they're above us in the, obviously the division. So it'll be a tough ask. Nigel, we've come across him plenty of times over the years. Mansfield always has his team set up really well. Burton in previous years before that. They're well organised, got some really, really good players. They can mix it, they can play. They're physical, so good in both boxes, if you like, over the years. So, I know they've had a little bit of a dodgy run now, but, I'm sure, I'm not sure, I know for a fact it'll be a good battle on Saturday.
There won't be too many more experienced than Nigel Clough, will there, in terms of not just as a manager, but obviously a player and that background that he comes from, even with his family, with his dad. I guess there's a wealth of experience there.
100%. I mean, he's grew up football, hasn't he? And the career he's had has been unbelievable, obviously because, again, being a Scouser and, playing for Liverpool, didn't he? So, you could see the things that he used to do for Liverpool there, but then to go into management and done what he's done in management and have the longevity that he's had and still got is obviously credit to himself, but that's how he goes about it. It shows on the pitch.
This round of the competition, I said to Ian Everett at Blackpool yesterday, is it the worst round of the FA Cup to lose in because of what's potentially at stake at the end of it? Stanley have got a really good record in round 2 of the FA Cup, won the last 4 times the club's played in this round. You obviously needed penalties last year to get through. Is it just about winning? Does it matter how you get through this round?
No, it's like any game, isn't it? So you've got to, you want to win and go and try and win any game. It's how you go. You can look after it. You want to win the game, so you can look at it afterwards and say, right, this is how we won. Did we like how we played? Did we like the style of play? Did we like how we went about? Whichever way you want to look at it. So it's about winning games of football, whether it's the cup, and it is the most important round because potentially you can get one of the big boys again. Last season, what we did. So lads down there have had a taste of that. We're staff as a club, supporters, we've had a taste of it, and we want more.
Do you prepare any differently, knowing it has to be decided on the day and, if necessary, extra time and penalties?
Well, the only thing you probably prepare differently is you'd probably take penalties. Not probably, we all take penalties, so you practice penalties. So that's the only thing that is different because, not everyone takes penalties on a match day. If you do get a penalty, so maybe 1 or 2 players who are selected. So it could potentially be everyone that goes round, everyone that has happened in the past. So that's the only thing you'd probably change.
And how are you looking numbers-wise? Because you get 2 extra subs in the FA Cup as well, which I guess means 2 more opportunities for players. Are you in a situation where that bench will be full now with players coming back?
Yeah, there's a medical meeting in a bit. There's 1 or 2. There's a little bit of a sickness, so we'll see who's over that this week. So hopefully we will be able to fill the bench.